Hi, I'm Landon, and today we're taking a look at 5 things or reasons that make the Vox AC15 a great electric guitar amplifier. The first thing I can think of is it's very easy to mod if you ever wanted to mod the internals on it. There's 3 basic parts that are almost plug and play in there. You have your speaker, the reverb tank, and then the tubes. And I've done 2 of the 3, which are very simple to do. I'll put it up in the cards, changing the tubes. And I haven't done a video about the reverb tank, but it's also very easy. It's just a matter of taking some screws out and pulling the RCA cables on it. And what makes it easy, the panels on the back are very accessible. It's very easy to open them up and everything's straightforward. And there's a lot of videos online about how to do all that stuff. The hardest thing to do is replace a speaker just because you have to take the chassis out. And that involves a little bit more work, but it's not that difficult. All right, second thing I can think of is it takes and handles effects pedals really, really well. And I've done a video on that showing how the AC15 takes effect pedals, all different kinds, from dirt pedals to modulation pedals to reverb, delay, all that kind of stuff. It handles everything pretty well. The only one I had a little bit of trouble with was a fuzz pedal, but it's just a matter of dialing it in. And this was just with one type of fuzz pedal. So yeah, it handles pedals really well. Take a look at that video as well and see how it actually takes those pedals. Third thing I'll mention is tone versatility. So when people think of a Vox amp, a lot of people associate it with Beatles and chimey guitar and that kind of stuff. And you definitely can get that, but it does so much more than that. Especially this model, you can crank the gain on the channel and you've got a high gain, not a metal level of gain, but very high gain sounding guitar. The chimey sound, you can scoop that out by turning down the tone. It has a tone cut. And like I said before, you're putting in pedals in front of it. You can definitely make this amp sound the way you want it to sound. It has its own characteristics, but it's very versatile from blues, rock, classic rock. The only one I haven't had any experience with myself is, can you metal with it? Can you do metal kind of sounds with it? So if anybody can give me some feedback on that, I'd like to know. But otherwise, I think you can play all kind of genres with it. Sounds great. Next topic, I get a lot of questions about it. Is it loud enough for gigging? And I usually say yes or no. It depends on the environment and the venue. Small clubs, small bars or clubs, definitely, for sure. You can totally get, when I did measure it with my decibel sound meter, I got well over 100 decibels. It's very loud. You can crank this thing and it can handle a drummer, it can handle most types of music. Again, it depends on the band. If you have a small 3-piece band, no problem. If you have a bigger band, it could depend. So yeah, for gigging, the loudness is great. It's not too heavy. It's under 50 pounds. It is pretty easy to carry around. It's nothing like an AC30, which apparently is ridiculous to carry around. I haven't done that myself, but that's why they have 2 handles on the sides of an AC30. That's why this has just 1 handle. You can carry it around. Build some muscles up. If you can't carry it around, by the end of your gig, you'll pull your back or something. The last thing I can think of is it's great for home practicing and home recording. The way they've designed this one, especially on the C1, this is the C1 amp, the master and the channel volumes are separate. So if you crank the channel volume to get some high gain, high overdrive, you can have the master volume down low, so you're not disturbing your house or neighbors, or basically what I'm trying to say is you can get ideal tones at lower volumes. You don't have to crank it. All right, so once again, that's 5 things that come to mind that make the Vox AC15, this is the C1 in particular, that make it a great electric guitar amplifier. And that's just a small list. I haven't covered most things about the amp. If you have any likes or dislikes about the amp, or any other ideas that make it a great amp, give me some feedback below in the comments. I'd love to hear back from it. Obviously 5 things doesn't cover the whole amp, but it's just a quick, off the top of my head kind of list. So once again, I'm Landon, and this is Lando27 Music. If you did find this video useful, or if you did like it, give me a like below. Also, if you haven't already done that, please subscribe and click on the notification bell to get notified of new videos coming out. All right, that's gonna be it for this video. Please play guitar and have fun, and we'll see you again in the next video.